Hello, everybody. How are you today? I am so excited that you are here with me and that you're interested in the 21-day quest for a body that you love. For those of you who may be new to my world, my name is Angela. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I am a pharmacist of 39 years at this point, and I have had multiple businesses, including owning and operating two pharmacies that I cultivated to 8 figures and then exited. And now I help women around the world. My saying is from medication to meditation. So I love to offer solutions for people to overcome their challenges without having to resort to medications. I do believe in judicious use of medications, but there are so many things that we can do before we get there. And that's exactly what this challenge is going to be about. I I just want to tell you a little story about myself and kind of how it led up to this. Many years ago, I was a multiple pharmacy owner. I had a lot of friends and family. I traveled a lot. I partied a lot. I just had a really good life. So it seemed. And then I was diagnosed with breast cancer. And with that diagnosis, nothing was ever the same for me. I realized that I could not go back to the life that I once lived. And I had to really examine, how did I get in this situation? What could I have done possibly different to not have been diagnosed with cancer? I know that many feel like, well, you're going to get it no matter what. However, as we all know, there are contributing factors that can lead to not only breast cancer, but many diseases. So at the time I looked, if you looked in from the out, it seemed like I had everything. As I said, businesses, family, friends, you name it, traveled, was a advocate with a group for independent pharmacy. So I traveled quite a bit for that. And yet inside, I felt like I had nothing. I felt that stress was killing me. And it literally was. So the good thing about there were many good things actually about the breast cancer diagnosis. It led me to a totally different trajectory in my life. It also was the type of case that my surgeon told me I was an uninteresting case, which meant it was boring, it was small, it was easily fixed. So for all of those things, I was very glad to be boring at that time. So I am past the 10-year mark at this point, so I believe that I'm a breast cancer victor. I'm not a survivor, I'm a victor. But during that time after my breast cancer, I just thought, how do I want to live my life? And I went on this journey of holistic healing. I did have the surgery, I did have radiation, I did not have to have chemotherapy, but I really looked at, what can I do to live a different life and to be a different person so I'm not so stressed. I felt like I was born a worrier, like, I worried all the time about everything. I felt like I inherited that from my mother and grandmother because they were worriers. And it turns out that it was just learned behavior. So during this quest after my breast cancer, I have come across so many different modalities, things that I use, things that I didn't use, but it was very interesting to just explore, be curious. And I've come to a place, and it really has solidified for me in this past year or so, how one of the things, underlying themes, I think, for myself, and I see this in many of my clients and many women, how we don't love ourselves, that we think that we should be better, that we do for everybody else and we don't do for ourselves. I could be thinner, I could be, a little jiggle here, a little jiggle there. My face isn't quite right. And we compare ourselves to others and to models, and we really just do not, oh, I hate this about myself. I hate that about myself. But then so often then they don't follow it up with what they love about themselves. And I have come to a place that, although my health is a journey still, and I continue to release that does not serve me, which includes excess weight. But even with all of that, I love myself. I truly do love myself. And I have really been able to completely dissolve the guilt and shame that I have about my body. And that's what I want to introduce you to during this 21-day quest. It was through a series of events and practices and techniques that I used to really get to this point. And my goal for you during this 21 days is to come out on the other side different than when you went in. That you have more acceptance, more tolerance, more love, less hate of yourself. Every day I'm going to do a video here on YouTube about and about self-love, about how to overcome those thoughts that you have about yourself. And we're going to have fun. We're going to do a fun exercise. I've got a lot of really fun things planned for you. I actually have a couple of guests that I'm going to be bringing on. We're going to record a video and put it on here. I'm just so excited about it. And I hope that you are too. So if you follow with me during these 21 days, and I'm putting this out at this time so that it will be the day it will end will be the first official day of summer. And the reason why I'm doing that is summertime brings out a lot of self-hate. I don't want to wear shorts. I'm not going to go to the pool. I was in a nail salon actually last week, and there were two women in there, and I was in Kennebunk, Maine, which is a very affluent area. A lot of people come in just for the summer. They live somewhere else in the winter, and there's a lot of summer homes, very wealthy. And these two women had seen each other and said, "Oh, hello," like they knew each other from the past. And they both, from the way they talked, lived somewhere else and had just gotten back into town the last day or two. And they, one of them said to the other one, "Oh, well, hopefully we'll see you up at the pool," because it sounds like they live in the same area that must have a common pool or whatever. And the woman that she said that to responded by saying, "Oh, I don't know if I'll be going up." She goes, "Oh, how come?" She goes, "Well, just look at me. This winter, I really put on some pounds, and I don't think I'll be up at the pool too much." And the other woman said, "Oh, I understand. Me and my husband did too. So we're really looking." And she was thinner, in my opinion, but that's just my opinion. But what I thought about was how sad these women seem to have a very good life. They live somewhere else in the winter. They summered up in Kennebunkport, and they would appear to have so much going for them, quote unquote, and yet their body shame was going to stop them from doing something perhaps they love or something that they like. And even if it didn't prevent them from, even if it's something perhaps they don't like that much, the pool or whatever, but just to hear them talk about themselves like that, I thought, oh my God, how many of us do that to ourselves? We let how we think about ourselves, because we think so poorly of ourselves, stop us from doing things that we love. So my challenge to you is to stick with me for the 21 days, do the exercises. So as I said, this was designed, and I'm putting it out where it will end on June 21st, which is the first day of summer. However, this can be done at any time of year. Just do the whole 21 days, do the exercises that I'm going to assign to you. If you have any questions, you can always comment, leave a message, and I will be happy to respond to you. My hope, from my heart to yours, is that you can find a place where you truly are so comfortable with yourself that you don't loathe your body, that you don't loathe how you look, that you love how you like look, no matter what that is. And I can tell you honestly that that's possible, even if you're not perfect, a perfect body weight, a perfect model looking person, because I am at that point. I feel very good about myself. I and because I feel good about myself, then I want to do more, as far as making myself feel better and better. And that's exactly what I've been doing. I get up and go to the gym a lot of mornings. Yesterday I went to the lake and went swimming. It is just amazing how your life can change when you can change how you feel about yourself. So good luck in your 21 days. I truly hope that you can take this challenge on, or this quest on, for yourself, not for me, not for your husband, not for your children, but for you. That you can pour into your own cup, because we pour into so many other cups. So I will see you. So between today and tomorrow, which will be the first, or between today and June 1st, when this will start, I'm going to do a couple of videos between now and then to get people excited about it. But between now and then, just contemplate, just sit with yourself and think about, how do I feel about myself? What thoughts am I having about myself? What do I say to myself? And I'm sure that it's not going to be the same as if you talk to the love of your life. How would it feel if you were the love of your life? So I will see you in the next video.